What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Base Legend, where we're going to be playing Green Hell. That's the name of the game. Hope you guys are doing well here. Well for some Green Hell. Oh my god, I'm hilarious. Hey, Master Food. Evening to you, sir. Hope your evening is going well. Just do that thing that I always do when I start doing that thing. What up, King? Good to see you as always. Good to see you. Let me go ahead and just finish monetizing this. Then run over here, get the password. I'm going to try to do multi-chat again and see if I can get into my stream chat. Good evening, Satoru Goju. That's exciting. Welcome to Green Hell. We're playing Base Legend today. That's an accurate statement. When we were going through on Green Hell difficulty just the other day. Very, very accurate statement. Where's my phone to factor into this chat? Nope, that's not what I needed to press. This is what I needed to press. So I hope you guys' Monday is going well. Man, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to play what we vote for in the Discord like every single time. I don't care. But I was kind of really hoping that I would get like 2 more votes for Project Zomboid. So I'd do more Zomboid today. We are playing... Wait, we don't have Green Hell 2. Green Hell 2 isn't out yet. It doesn't exist. All right, I just switched over to my multi-chat. So I should be able to see both YouTube and Twitch on like the next set of comments that come in. What's the deal with Adamfall? I'm waiting to hear back from them. What up, Timmy? Hey, yeah. Your Monday is shit? I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That's not fun. Or is that chocolate ice cream? Because originally that emoji was supposed to be chocolate ice cream. But yeah, that's the news on Adamfall. I'm just waiting to hear back on Adamfall. Has anybody ever told me that I look like Minecraft Steve? I think you told me that I look like Minecraft Steve. As long as I'm not like Jack Black Minecraft Steve, I'm fine with it. But that's fine. I'm sorry about your Monday there, Timmy. What's going on, buddy? Why is your Monday really bad? Man, it looks like we're tired. But that's kind of the only thing that we got going on here. Guess I'm going to sleep. Shave the beard? I'm not shaving my beard. When I shave my beard, I legitimately look like I'm 12. That's not even a joke. Like I look like I'm 12. And I don't want to look 12. I would like to look at least my age. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate, Timmy. That's never any fun. Alright, let's wake up. Middle of the day. Make sure we're not going to get attacked by a puma as soon as we wake up here. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Timmy. Being sick is never fun. Never a good time. I've never been sick and been like, yay, I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not really a thing that I've ever done. Alright, eat some of this pig meat. What do we got here? We need some carbs. We're fine on fat, so let's just go get some carbs real fast. I remember one time I was leaving my base, and like I ran or just walked straight out, and a puma just ran right at me, leaving here. Oh, yes, that guy. That guy. I remember that guy. No, this is not a ripoff of Blue Heaven. I've never heard of that game before. Yeah, I understand not wanting to flex about the symptoms of being sick, man. I'm sorry that you're going through that. That's no fun. Jungle building. That's exactly what this is. Eat some of this pig meat. I mean, I can't really call it. I mean, I guess I could call it pork, you know? Okay, just getting my bearings, seeing if there's anything that like I need to be focused on right now. There are 17 dragonfishes. 17 dragonfishes is the number here. Okay, so the idea is I want to build the fence. Because if I can build the fence, then I'm not going to be raided by as many pumas and stuff. And so as much as I want to like finish building out this building, just might as well get all this done first. And so let's go start collecting some logs. You had logs? How many do you see? I mean, depends on quite a bunch of different factors about how many dragonfishes we're seeing here. I see 17, but I can't speak for everybody here, you know what I mean? Alright, just hop on down here. I gotta be careful. Again, like when you first, I say this, I think every single time we play Green Hell, but for some reason when you first spawn into this game, they love throwing Pumas at you. And like animals and stuff like that. They just love throwing this stuff at you. I mean, maxing out your weapon capabilities is always a good idea in any survival game, IMO. So Timmy, or not Timmy, I'm sorry, I was looking at Timmy in the other chat. King, I think that's a good idea. Man, this, excuse me. It's like no logs over here. That's me when I'm sick. It's like I probably should go to sleep and rest so I'm not like dead and I can heal, and then I'll stay up for like 6 more hours. So, alright. There we go, there's 2, and then also a bird eater. Let's kill this bird eater. Anywho. I'm a little, I don't know what that's going to be reused for, and so I kind of want to say no to that one. You played Adamfall a little bit? What'd you think of it, 17? I don't want to check it out because I'm waiting to hear back on the Lurk It campaign for it to see if we can get into the content creators for Adamfall. Because don't get me wrong, I mean, like, it's the type of game that I'd play, and so there's a good chance I'll end up just getting a copy for myself. But if they'll give me a copy in exchange for making a few videos or something, that's even cooler. How many atoms? That's a good question, actually. How many atoms are falling in that game? I appreciate that, Timmy. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much. I mean, I want to hear the explanation too. Satoru. I hope I'm saying that right. Again, I say it probably every single time that I'm on stream. I'm garbage when it comes to names. I expect you all to correct me. Okay, so you grab an atom and then you let it go, and that's Adamfall. Okay, that sounds legit. Like that sounds exactly like something that I would pay like $60 for. That makes sense. Whoa, spider. There it is. Brazilian wandering spider. That's a tiny boy. Alright, get a couple more logs, then head on back. It was okay? Well, I mean, it could be worse then, I guess. I guess every game could be worse when you really get down to it. There's a log right there. That's loud. I'll turn that down just a touch. 16 bird planktons. What? Hey Joel, thanks for the share. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll play Chance. Like it seems like a cool game. I don't know if I'd ever stream it though, because it's kind of a little different from like but then again, we stream everything on this channel. I've never been like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna touch that one, you know? Like, if it's a fun-looking game, we want to play it. Basically Fallout London, but different. Are you delivering pizzas like in Fallout London? Because, I'll be honest with you, the amount of time it took to install Fallout London versus the amount of fun I had in Fallout London, they did not outweigh each other. I'll be upfront about that one. You still have to go, Timmy? Yeah, dude, I hope you feel better, man. I'm sorry that you're sick. That is no fun at all. I was sick for the longest time at the beginning of the year, and so I feel your pain, my friend. You have a great rest of your day. You have a good night. More like We Happy Few? Interesting. That's an interesting game, We Happy Few. I appreciate it. Satoru, it's not registering all those giant no's. My content filter is preventing that from hitting it. You missed that a bit? That's fair. That was a weird game when it first came out, We Happy Few. I remember people raving about it, and it looked cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it looked legit. But yeah, definitely a weird game there. Okay, so there is a little tip. There's a little secret here. If you're building in Green Hell, to make this, thank you, man. You have a great night, Timmy. To make fence building a lot easier. Because fence building in this game is kind of a pain. But so, the sad many, the preview, the We Happy Few. You know what? That's actually very accurate to that game's story, if I understand. Alright, so first things first. Gonna put our gate down here. And then, see, I'm gonna build the whole thing out. Like, I'm not gonna stop. And I gotta make sure that I'm not getting attacked by a puma while I'm doing this. It's an anteater over there. I want to put it. I didn't know this until the other day, but you can put anteaters inside of your animal pens now. So I want to do that. Okay. The only thing you know about We Happy Few is that you take your meds and people are against it. Nah, the majority of people in that game are for you taking your meds. The concept of We Happy Few kind of goes back to Aldous Huxley's book, Brave New World, and that whole concept there. If you're familiar with Brave New World, great dystopian novel, one of my favorites. But basically the concept is that you take drugs to normalize all the ugliness. And so that way you don't see the ugliness and you're happy. And so yeah, that's the whole concept of We Happy Few, is somebody doesn't want to take their drugs anymore, and so they're starting to see reality for what it actually is instead of what the society wants you to see. Basically the Matrix. Yeah, that's a really, really great, accurate way of looking at it. Alright, so dude, millipede. Like, I got all these pigs walking through, and I'm trying to make sure that I don't get hit by the puma here. Basically North Korea propaganda, kind of. I'm not gonna like shoot that one down. That's not like accurate, but it's not wrong. So I'll say kind of. It's not propaganda as much as they're trying to get you to see an alternate reality, so that way you don't uprise against them. Which is slightly different from propaganda. Propaganda is using manipulation to trick you into believing something that is not true. This is basically using psychotropic drugs to make you fabricate a reality that is not there. Again, slightly different. Alright, we just need some sticks. Let's go get some sticks. Should be, yeah, a ton of sticks just on the ground from all the building that we've been doing over here. Love this game. It's one of the only games that, like, I'm always, like, keeping my head on a swivel when I'm playing. There's 17 dragon fishes. It's like, it's all right there, man. You just gotta read it. Like, that's it. You just gotta read it. Alright, so 2 more logs. Oh man, how do I have no rope? That's so bizarre. Like, it's so bizarre. Hang on, let me head on up. Get some up here. You're welcome. My privilege. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure for you to, yeah. So I think, and I'm not gonna like try to jinx it or anything, but after yesterday's stream and today's stream, I'm kind of really happy with how the stream's holding so far, and I think I might have gotten to the bottom of that whole green screen issue on YouTube that we've been having, where like my whole screen would turn green. Don't want that tree. I want this tree. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, to be honest with you, 17, not trying to get philosophical or political here, but aren't most dystopian, like, media, like, isn't most dystopian media centered around, like, capitalism, consumerism going awry. Like, that's most dystopian societies, from like Brave New World to The Giver to like why am I not thinking of it? Blade Runner. Like, stupid pig sneaking up on me while I'm building. Stupid pig. Okay, so now we have our gate. Again, this is kind of like the hack, not hack, but like the easy way to be very, very thorough about this. And to make this not a terrible process, right? One of your favorite games for real is We Happy Few. I personally have never played it. I've watched a bunch of people play it, but I have never played it. All right, so what you do is you take one of these and you stretch it out as far as it'll go, right? Because they have set limits. And you drop it. Man, hang on 1 second. I'm going to mute this and try to get this out of my throat. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Hey, my lights aren't on. Let's turn those on. Thank you for $20.89, by the way. Mighty kind of you. All right, so then what you do is, instead of trying to fill out all of them right here, just go to the last one and put a log in, okay? And then you can grab more palisades, lock it on. We're going to do a little bit of a curve here. And start pulling away like that, and take it as far as you want to go, and then drop it. Did I go too far? No, this is about right. Yeah, it's about right. Oof, I must have a lot of leeches on me. Get these leeches off real fast. It's dropping like 5. Yeah, look at all those leeches. I have 5 leeches on me. It's dropping 5 sanity every single time that thing popped up. There we go. It's the most realistic one. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair about We Happy Few. But so anyway, so that's how you fill out the fence really fast in Green Hell. Is you start with your gate, and then you just put one by one in, and then after a while, you'll be able to kind of stretch it apart. So, again, just drop palisades here. These, do we want to go? Let's go around. Yeah, we'll keep these. I'm debating if I want to have the solar panels inside the base or outside of it. I think I'm gonna do it outside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it outside. So we gotta just take a couple of these down. Not a big deal. Heard growling. Legitimately heard growling. Where was it? I'd ask you guys to tell me where the puma is, but I heard a growl. I don't hear it anymore. But that was like clear as day. Did not like that. Wait, is it the log? No. Where is it? Alright, there's a puma over here, but I cannot find it. There it is. I see it. It's coming around. See him? Yeah, headshot. I love that you can do that on any difficulty. Like, that's super fun. Alright, now we don't have to deal with one for a couple hours. That's nice. I do appreciate how, like, they don't, like, come at you like pack animals. They'll stalk you one by one. Which, to be honest with you, I don't know about the behavior of a puma, whether or not that's accurate or not. I'd like to assume that's accurate, but we just don't know. Alright, add this puma meat in here. I swear, this box must look so weird if you've never played Green Hell before. Like, this storage of just rotten meat must look so weird. Alright, and then, yep, just add these feathers on real fast. Fantastic. Don't need that leaf pile. Got a bunch of stones that I can probably get rid of. Okay, back to work on our fence. Or, well, I guess gate. Wall. Alright, so we're not going to put these inside the solar panels. I'm not going to bother putting the solar panels inside of the base. So we're going to just pull back a little bit. I'm actually thinking about... Am I hearing another one? I think it might be these logs, too, that are making the sound. I'm not 100% about that. Okay. So if we need to go, that means it's about right. It's like in the middle here. I swear, wall building, such a necessary part of a base. But in some games, it is super arduous to do. Arduous? Tedious. Tedious, that's a better word. Okay, chop this guy down. Didn't get our log back. Sad face. Alright, no worries. So again, just plop one in. And then we're going to go in front of the solar panels this time. Hello? 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 You wanna activate here? Really? You're not gonna let me go that way? That's kind of annoying. Wow, that's as... Don't like that. Alright, well, we can cut in a little bit. It's not the best looking, but let's see how far we can cut in with it. That's not bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. We'll have to do something fun over here, like an animal pen or something. Alright, next up. Right there. And then onward. So here we should be able to go right in front of these solar panels. Don't really want to bother with these in the base. I mean, if I could use them, that would be awesome, but no point. This... And I almost feel like I need to do a gate here on the side, too, instead of having to run to that one. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a blast, King. I'm all for that. I think I would do well as the warden of a prison. Not really. I tried to, like, make everybody have better standard living conditions. What's the best map for base building? Are you talking... So yeah, well, this is the airfield. I'm not a big fan of building at the airfield because of the limitations. Like, you have to exploit the game to get mud up here. But, like, we did it. I would say my personal favorite place to build in this game is the drug lab. Just because of the amount of room you get in that drug field. That's my personal favorite. But, yeah, I don't know if that would be everybody's personal favorite, you know? I would say that that's a good one. There's also... I'm in the process of filming a good base building location video for this game, for Green Hell. That are not story locations. So, like, places to build a base that aren't related to the main story. That's one that we're going to hopefully do in the next week or so on the YouTube. Alright, need more long sticks here. Gonna have to go out and get some logs soon. That's it? Just these two? Alright, we're getting tired. The gold mine elevator cave. That's also a good spot. You know what actually is a really good spot that's going to be in the video? I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. If you like cave builds. So we're at the airfield, which is up here. So we're all the way over here. But on the first map that you get, what's the prison's name? I don't know. I wouldn't name it. I would let somebody else name it. I would say, that's hard. See, I'm not good with like naming stuff. Who is? Just call it like Prison Legend or something. There you go. But anyway, so on map 1, the one that you get at the drug, or no, you don't get this. If you're playing in the story, you get map 1 at the tribal camp, and then you get it at the drug lab. If not, but what up, Charlie? Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, over here, this one, this cave right here at 4816. That's probably my favorite cave to build inside of this game. And that's going to be the cave base location inside of this one. Alright, so we need a bunch of long sticks. Actually, know where to get long sticks. Alright, but we're going to leave that like that for right now. And keep working on just kind of fencing this out with the available logs. And then we'll go get long sticks and logs on the next supply run here. I mean, you're gonna need to. You don't want to have anybody bringing any contraband into the prison. That wouldn't work well for anybody. You know? I appreciate the heart. Thank you very much, Charlie. No, we're not doing grounded tomorrow. We're gonna be back in Day Z tomorrow. But I was thinking about getting back into grounded on Thursday, because tomorrow is I'm sorry, no, we can't do Project Zomboid tomorrow. Oh man, are you not gonna let me bisect this? Don't like that. Is it because of the tarp? You don't want me building on the tarp? Yeah, I think it's the tarp. Doesn't want me building across this tarp. Okay. Let me see if I can get it going like this. Luxury prison. Gotta go luxury prison. But yeah, Charlie, we'll probably do grounded on Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm not doing Project Zomboid. I was wrong about that. I'm back in Assassin's Creed Shadows because we have more Twitch drops for Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's something for our hideout. Not entirely sure what. Sweet, we can sneak it back here. Look at that. Look at that perfect little build out right there. Whole lot of murderous gangs in a luxury prison. That sounds awesome. I love how we have Prison Mike inside of our TikTok chat right now, and over on YouTube you guys are talking about Prison Simulator. That's hilarious to me. Thanks again for those shares, guys. Thank you, Charlie, for that share. Appreciate it. Mighty kind of you. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the book out. Now we just got to pull a wall all the way back behind this structure. Oh man, you're gonna be lame like this? Okay, this won't take long. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. I'm kind of excited to get back into grounded. Oof. That was a big hit. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, excited about getting back into grounded. I was looking at the base and I'm like, I really need to finish 1 mega base inside of grounded. I don't want to waste that much more time. Okay, so we're almost done building out the walls that we can. Chop this stuff down. Drop this over here. And let's check this out. When are we doing some multiplayer Project Zomboid? Man, there's so many games on my list that I need to play. Oh man, 17. You're like, it's not from a lack of wanting. Like, to be, I said this I think before you came on today. I was kind of hoping the poll was going to go in the other direction. Like, I was legitimately hoping that I would get to play Project Zomboid today because I've been itching to play that. But either way, everybody voted, or the majority voted for Green Hell, so we're doing Green Hell. But yeah, so we'll probably get into it soon. I might do an extra day of streaming this week just because we have a lot of stuff to get done, like more affiliate streams and stuff like that. So maybe in the next couple of days, I'll reach out to you and you, myself, you, Sebastian, and myself will all try to do a little stream here. All right, let's crash out for the night. Super fun. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Super kind of you. All right, morning time. What time is it? It's 9 a.m. I got my sleep schedule like down packed on this character. All right, hydrate. We need to restock our pig meat over here. Go kill a pig. Actually, yeah, let's eat the other one too. Got only one of those left. Hey, Eric. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and... Anybody see a pig? I haven't killed any yet, so like they shouldn't be that like scarce over here yet. Just gotta find one pig to put on the drying rack real fast before we get anything else done. Like, I mean, I guess we don't have to. We have one left. But I also have eggs. Could always just make some eggs, you know? Man, I still need more fat. Alright, let's crack open this Brazil nut. Okay, there we go. Got a couple leeches on us. There they are.
Yeah.
Great when you find them on your arm, right? Alright, so there should be a couple pigs around. Need to harvest them. And then after we harvest those piggies, we'll go ahead and move on out. Now let's just run down here. There's gonna be a bunch of them down here. That's how it always is in this game. Whenever I need something, it's never in the place that I want it to be. But if I just go venturing out a little bit, that's where I'm going to find it. Let's cancel that shot. Don't want to scare the only pig we've seen away, right? Just track him for a little bit. There he is. Piggy! There we go. No, stop running. Following him. That's awesome. I've never seen that with the animations before. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we don't need all these bones. In fact, I don't even know why I'm carrying any of those bones. Man, see now at 17, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I want to play Project Zomboid. As much as I want to be playing Green Hell and finish out this base, like, that itch has not been scratched from the Project Zomboid that we've been playing. Oops. Alright, so we got our food situation handled here. Oh, of course, now there's pigs running through my base. That's how it always works. Every single time. There we go. Then why did I make a poll? Because at the end of the day, and I was talking to Jay about this too, we're not making as many bases as we used to. We used to make a lot of bases. Like, we used to release a lot of base videos of like mega bases and like base building tips and stuff like that. And we don't do that anymore because most of our streams are, hey, we're diving into this game for a couple of hours, you know, that type of thing. Which is fun. Like, we have fun. The easiest way to rig a poll is to not have one in the first place. Yeah, but I'm a man of the people. I've always been a man of the people. I want to give the people what they want. And so if the people don't want a certain game, I'm not going to play it. Let me ditch some of this stuff. Man, I have like so many tea bags inside of my inventory here. I'm going to have to make some tea this stream. Okay, so we've wasted enough time. Let's go ahead and put this stuff here, take a quick shower, check our inventory or our stats again because we've spent enough time. Hey, Thy OG, good to see you. I just suck at Zomboid. Rude. Valid. You know I only have like 25 hours in that game, so I'm a noob at Zomboid. We'll say that. All right, let me go get some long sticks here and some more logs, and then we'll keep working on this fence. You can't hear me. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Nobody else has reported an issue with audio, and we've been on for about 30 minutes yet. And everybody's kind of been able to chat with me. Oh, there you are. Okay. Perfect. Hate when that stuff's on my end. It's like I log into this chat, and like every other time Master of Food logs in first, and he's just like, I can't hear you. Your audio's not working. It's just like, been good, the IOG. Been really good, man. How about yourself? Check out what game? Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord? Okay. I'll check that one out. I like medieval games. That's good to hear. See, 17. The question is... No, never mind. I will say I do suck at Zomboid. Ah, millipede. Actually, I guess that's just a centipede. Wait, nope. Other side, please. Yeah. I've always wanted to jump off some of these cliffs. Like, I mean, I wouldn't make it. It's not like I'm going to survive or anything. But just to see what would happen. The base I have planned for Zomboid is actually pretty fun. What other games are on my list that I'm playing? Well, so yeah, there's Green Hell and Zomboid. Those are the ones that we're talking about right now. But since we dropped Sons of the Forest, I've been kind of at a loss with some of our content lately. Just because we used to play that like every other day. But yeah, so we have like about 5 or 6, maybe more Lurk It campaigns that we're a part of. So like affiliate campaigns where devs are asking us to play their games. And so I think coming up we got, I think it's called Hauntsville. It's like a Western survival base building game. Jay's doing a Cthulhu HP Lovecraft game. There's my wife Gwen, she's actually going to be doing a video for a game called Blood Bar Tycoon. Hopefully going to film that one out this weekend. In the game, King, not in real life. But yeah, and then it's funny, I picked it up on a Steam sale because like this is a base building channel, like that's what we focus on is base building. I have a copy of Valheim and I've yet to install it, I've yet to play it. And so that's one that's on my list to kind of open up and do, but we just haven't had time with all the other affiliate streams that we're doing. Alright, so there's all of the sticks that I'm bringing back with me. Now we need to go chop down some logs. Easiest way to do that's up here where these palm trees are. Love it. Love some of the animal noises that are in this game too. Kind of sucks which way these guys are falling. What's that thing called holding the sticks? This is the sled that you can build in Green Hell. And so it's, hang on, let me show it to you. It's in the storage section of the book. All the way at the end. There it is. Not at the end, but yeah, right by the elevator. It's the sled. And so it holds like 10 logs. Oh man, there's the other one. It holds like 10 logs, 20 sticks, a bunch of other just miscellaneous stuff. But yeah, 17. Roll with me next time in Zomboid. Help me build out a base. Let's get that done. Because I've never really bothered to build out a base in Zomboid before. I just like stay at other people's houses. But I really, really, really want to focus on getting one done this time around. Alright, let's head on back to the base in Green Hell. Got all sorts of turned around here. Let's go this way. Oh, you guys don't have a sled in the VR version? Oh man, that's unfortunate, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, you kind of have to drag something around with you. I'm sure they'll add it in there. I'm sure they're going to add it in there. like they have to in the near future, you know. It makes sense that they're gonna give you all the other updates. So with this one, we're gonna finish out this door, this gate back here. Man, I swear this base looks so much nicer just getting the walls started over here. Like, oh man, so much nicer just getting it started. Alright, so next up we got these sticks. Yeah, exactly. I mean, all you gotta do is just take like both of your controllers, throw them over a shoulder, you know, grip something like that. I'm sure that they will incorporate it in the future. Just like with all the other stuff that they've done in Green Hell, they've been really good about that. I really appreciate Creepy Jar as a studio. And like, I know indie devs sometimes get a lot of guff, but they're one of the good ones in my opinion, because they gave like 18 to 20 free updates or something like that for their game. Like, who does that these days? You're not seeing like Epic do something like that. Sounds good, 17. I'm gonna look at it now. I'm gonna look at it right now. Because why not? Probably should have paused the game. But I'm gonna look at it right now. What? Oh, okay. Not a problem. I understand what you're asking. Hang on, back into the game real fast. Okay, so user-generated content is what marketers do when we want people to like play our content, but we don't necessarily want to pay them for it. And so what you're seeing with UGC is basically in the terms and conditions of whatever game you're playing, if you post a clip of yourself playing it, or if like they're recording you or something like that, they'll flat out, like, they could use your clips in marketing purposes. That's the whole concept of UGC. Hey Connor, my day's doing well. How about yourself? My day's going great. That's what I meant to say. Actually, I think I'm gonna go downstairs and get myself a drink in just a minute. I am thirsty. Make myself one of those dubbies. I swear, if you guys haven't tried it yet, like, I know I'm sponsored by them, and like we we get commissions on sales and stuff like that. So like, yeah, a little bit of a paid ad. I love it. It is delicious. Like, that dubby drink, it is fantastic. Only for marketing or also in commercial use? Well, so I mean, you're kind of asking like the same thing. Marketing is commercial use. And so like when I'm trying to generate content for some of our clients using user-generated content, we'll issue a contest and like have people like take pictures of themselves holding a product or something like that, and then send it in to us. And then we'll turn around and just be like, oh yeah, we're going to use this in marketing purposes. And that means that like if I wanted to, I could just take that picture and use it on like a TV commercial. I hope that makes sense. Can they sell it? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they could absolutely sell something that they're marketing themselves. And so, but the thing is would anybody want to buy user-generated content? Typically, no. And that's where a lot of loopholes exist in that world, because not many people are going to want to buy like a streamer's content or somebody playing a video game or something like that. They're going to want to sell copies with it, and that's why you still have to clear it for commercial use, because you're using it commercially, not necessarily commercializing on something, but you're using a product commercially to sell something. So it's like when I license music for some of the songs on Bass Legend, I have to get special commercial licenses for some of them if they're not in like the YouTube creator program or like in some of the other creator programs that we're a part of. So that's kind of where where that thought process comes from. Ooh, see, for an art program, that's sketch in my mind. That's sketch. I don't think It depends on the reputability of that organization. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, because you kind of have to think of the reputable nature of that organization. To put it in perspective, like, I've submitted artwork and stuff like that to contests, and they said that they were going to use it in UGC, and then I've turned around and I've gotten, like, I've seen it in marketing, but, like, they're not reselling my work. They're trying to get other people to do the contest next time. And so, yeah, it's kind of sketch seeing something like that. But really, it's going to depend on the reputable, like, if the organization is reputable, basically. Is it 2 rocks? It must be 2 rocks, and I'm sitting here trying to put, like, 2 pieces of rope on this. All right, I need to find another rock real fast. I'm out of obsidian. And so I could also just go find a cave and get some more obsidian, but there's not that many obsidian here. Hey, Top Dog. It's good to see you. Definitely good to see you. Okay, and a rope, and then a stick. Axe. Okay, so with this, we are going to eventually have to rebuild that, but we'll get there in a minute. In the meantime, we want to keep going here. So we'll go in front of this little radio antenna here. That's why you always read the terms of service. That is true. That has saved me so much heartache. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, I try to live my life with, like, within... What's a way to sound like I'm not being a pretentious ass here? I try to stay within the rules, you know? Because when you stay within the rules of life, you can expect people to do the same, and then you can be really disappointed if they're not. And like, what I mean by that is, like, I try not to have expectations in my life. I think that that's not necessarily a good thing, but I do expect certain things to happen, like people following the law, people following the rules of society and things like that. And so, like, I'm one of those people that, like, if you don't return your shopping cart after shopping at a store to, like, the cart corral in the parking lot, like, I'm the type of person that's going to look at you and just be like, you know, it's the easiest thing in the world, right? And it determines if you're fit to be a part of society or not. Like, that's me. I don't have high expectations for people. I just want things to be better. And I think that it's not going to be better unless we all work together. So there you go. That was me grandstanding for absolutely no reason. Man, I almost feel like running out and getting some more resources today. You see how many logs we're going to have to chop down just to make this wall work? Like, this is an obscene amount of logs. You had logs? It's like the 3rd time I've said that this stream. I got to stop making that joke. No, I'm never going to stop making that joke. Okay. Well, so the next door is our next stop here. So let's get 8 over here. Fantastic. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but it still works. 3. Cool. And then head on over this way. Curious what kind of contest it is, or you said it's an art program. Thank you for 2090, by the way. Appreciate that. Oh, did those go? That was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting those to go into the storage, but they just straight up went into the storage. Alright, let's see here. So this is... Alright, let's go just toss this in the storage then. What are the rules for the base building contest? Those are going to be announced tomorrow. So I'll make sure I'll either do a video for it, like a little short for it, or I'll put it inside of like, we'll talk about it during the stream tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be the most simple, straightforward base building contest we've ever done. Because the last one caused a little bit of confusion in the community. A little bit. We had 2 submissions because everybody was very confused about the build. which ironically there was a random drawing. Like, people could have submitted a base, a structure with one Minecraft block, and they could have potentially won a $10 gift card. But I'm glad that Sebastian got it, to be honest with him. I'm glad that he came in second as a runner-up. Ooh, snake. Where's that snake? Look at that snake hanging out in that tree. Don't like that. I'm looking for the blue mushrooms, so that way I can stay awake a little bit longer. But you know what? I think I might just call it for the night, just to make it real simple. It's always on the last limb that you look. What time is it? Yeah, it's not even 10. It's not even 8 yet. Like, I don't know. I feel like I need to stay up a little bit longer. Let's go eat one more piece of pig meat. Get a little bit of energy from that. There you go. Just a little bit of energy. Alright, so the big thing right now is hopping down to get some more logs here. We got enough stuff to build another gate, but we're getting done. How much left in the stream? Like an hour and 10 minutes. So King, just so you know, every single day that I stream for about 2 to 2.5 hours every single time. So I get on at about 2, and I'm typically off by about 4:30 every single day. And so that's the schedule that I try to keep. Try to do things consistent. That's the key to life. Consistency. That's where I think a lot of creators, they don't give good advice. Is they sit there and they're just like, oh, do something consistently, and then you're gonna eventually have success. No. No, that's not how it is, because you can do something terribly consistently, you know, like, don't make terrible content and expect to do good. And so I think that's where a lot of creators give terrible advice, is they say, oh, just be consistent. No, constantly reevaluate yourself, constantly like make better content and be consistent about it. And so it's a multiple street there. Yeah, like about 12:30 for you. There you go. I appreciate all you people over in Europe who like hang out with me and watch. Same thing, we got a bunch of viewers in the Middle East and Asia too. Appreciate every single one of you guys. And girls, I should say, and ladies too. I know that I was looking at our analytics the other day, and like 60-70% of our channel is European based, and then there's other countries supported, but the US, like the country I'm from, or we're streaming in right now, that only represents like 30% of our, or not even 30, like 10-20% of our audience, something like that. And then I was happy to find out that we are like 30% female on this channel, as opposed to being all male, which is typical. Sounds good, Connor. You have a great rest of your day, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Mighty kind of you. It's because I'm chill. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know. I attribute it to the fact that I'm a parent of toddlers. Like, I don't want my kids to be crazy, so I don't want to be that loud, rambunctious streamer. You know what I mean? Base tour? It's not much right now. That's it. Hang on. Just do a quick base tour notification. So there's 4 main buildings. We're working on the wall right now, so I don't have to get raided by Pumas while I'm finishing the build. That's building number 1 right there. That's mainly just storage and a little bit of crafting. This is going to be probably, I don't know, probably the armory where all the weapons and stuff are. This is going to be the manufacturing space, and so I'm putting in all of the metalworking and pottery and stuff into this one, mainly because this one, like, I think this one might have a little bit of an issue with the roof, but we'll get there. You can't see the screen because of the chat. There you go. This is the residential, though, so inside of here we got the bed, and then we also got this. But yeah, so this is just the start. This is day, I don't even know, this is day 41. And so we still got a lot going on here. It's a big one, that's for sure. That's definitely, it's the biggest one I've ever done in Green Hell, that's for sure. Have you guys seen, I don't know, hang on. While we're here, I might as well. I have another base. This one. And it's my drug lab base. I finished that one back in 2024, but that's on day 57 in that one. Wait, what? Next stream, can you want me to put the face cam on the bottom as opposed to the game? That's fair. That's fair. I might try to do something like that. We used to stream like that. I used to do a green screen effect and chop myself off at like the bottom. It was kind of fun. And now I actually like have a green screen, and so the effect would actually work a lot better. And so yeah, that's something I could probably do again. I'll think about it, King. You got to remember, with both of our YouTube channels, we test pretty much every single thing that we do. And so we test everything based on the viewership that we receive, stream over stream. And so, yeah, if it performs better next time, we might stick to that. Oh, yeah, no, this is, if you've never played Green Hell before, I do say that this is probably the hardest survival game that has ever been made. Or, I shouldn't say the hardest, but I would say this is top 10 hardest survival games that has ever been made. Once you've been inside of the game for a long time, like, I think I'm up to like 400, 500 hours in this game. Once you've had that many hours, like, it's kind of a walk in the park. It's kind of a really straightforward game, and, like, it's not that difficult once you've gotten through the learning curve. But yeah, see, 17, he's right there with me. He's saying top 5 hardest survival games. And the thing that makes it the hardest is learning how to, like, heal yourself and, like, use the plants and stuff. Like, I'm harvesting trees right now, right? But that's an anthill. And it looks just like another rock. But I have armor on, so if I go up to this anthill, see, the ants are going to bite me. If I wasn't wearing armor, I'd get a rash, and that can affect my sanity and a bunch of other stuff. Well, if it's in the top 5, it's got to be in the top million. That's just how top whatever works, King. Have I built all of this in survival? Yes, I have. I do all of our mega base builds in survival modes, unless there's a creative mode. I'm one of those people that, like, I don't, like, there's no shame in base building just in creative mode to build something. And so, like, most of our Sons of the Forest bases that, like, are on my TikTok that you're seeing there, most of those were made in creative mode, but all of these were definitely made inside. Actually, I don't think there's a creative mode in Green Hell. There might be console commands, but I've never actually figured out how to access them. Oh, come on. Ridiculous. I'm, like, ridiculously tired right now. Oh, you know what? I see glowy mushrooms. Let's go eat some mushrooms. Delicious. This will boost our energy up a little bit. Is this game hard? It's got a hard learning curve. You know, like, I wouldn't say that it's a hard game as much as I would say that when you first get started, it'll kick your ass a few times. They're adding a sandbox mode to Green Hell VR. Man, I might have to get a VR setup just to do that. I want a VR setup so bad. Because, like, I have my PlayStation VR. Yeah, it's just my PSVR is sitting right over there. But I don't really have any games for the PlayStation VR setup. Except for, I think, Skyrim. And I tried to do Hitman, but the Hitman VR is terrible if you've never played it. But yeah, Indy, this is probably, yeah, one of the hardest survival games ever made. Is this one multiplayer? Yes it is. And co-op is actually really fun in Green Hell too. So highly recommend this one. Like highly recommend. Being added in August or something. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a Quest or whatever they're up to now, like Quest 2, and trying to get that before, like, I get the Xbox or something like that. Because I'll probably get a console the next console generation. Your favorite is the original Forest. How would you compare? So it's less scary than the original Forest. It's not a horror game, but it is I would say harder than the forest, because like, to put it in perspective, when I say it's harder than the forest, if I get bitten by like if I get attacked by a puma, right? If right now, okay, if I got attacked by a puma, I would need to act within like a minute. And if I have not gotten everything that I needed to get done within a minute, like, I will have bled out. After I've healed myself from getting bit by a puma, there's like a 70% chance that wound's going to get infected unless I know the specific combination of bandage that I put on it. And so once you get an infected wound, then you have to get maggots to eat your infection off of you. Like, it's one of those games where, like, one thing can go terribly, terribly wrong. And, like, I've had whole playthroughs, like, derailed because of that. So, yeah, that's how I would say it stacks up there, Indy. Quest 3 is amazing. So they're up to 3. Okay. I need to check it out because I remember when VR headsets were just coming out and like the original Oculus. And I'll never forget this. One of my buddies, he was super proud of getting the Oculus, and so he came over and he like set it up, and like we were playing Skyrim on the original Oculus, and it was the coolest thing I had ever seen. And then we've come a very, very, very long way since then. Alright, so Jakey boy is tired, so let's go ahead and get to sleep. Just finish up this last section of these palisades. Boom, look at that. Alright, so we finished half of our wall. I love how this base is so long that when you stand on one end of the wall, like the other end of the wall wasn't like, yeah, see, it's despawning all the way over there. And so you have to like take a couple steps forward for it to spawn in. This is a big one, guys. This is the biggest base we've ever done. It's the cheaper version called the Quest 3S. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one. I like cheap. Actually, that's not true. Like that, I talked about this just the other month. But that's one of my favorite idioms in life: is you are too poor to afford cheap things. It'll change your entire perspective on life if you start living that way. It is better to save up for something that matters than to sell yourself short to just get what you want real fast. So, just my 2 cents. That's some father wisdom for you. Some dad wisdom. Alright, let's go to sleep. Let's wash ourselves. Look at this rain. Beautiful rain. Get some sleep here. Live poor to stay rich. There you go. There you go. That's something that you learn the older you get. Like, everybody when you're younger, you think that wealth is people who like wear it outwardly. And like people who got like the necklaces and like the fancy cars and the phones and stuff like that. The richest people I know personally, and I mean like multi-millionaires, wear t-shirts and jeans every single day. Like, they wear the $10 t-shirt that they bought at Target or whatever, and they're wearing their like $20 Levi's. Like, those are the wealthiest people in the world. The people who wear their wealth, those are some of the poorest people on the planet. And when you peel the curtain back, they have more debt than most people. I'm going to get a drink real fast. Hey, Tangerine, good to see ya. Hang on. Can you give me a summary of what the game is like at the main objective? Sure. So long story short, this dude, Jake Higgins, he's an anthropologist who, I'll keep playing while I'm doing this. He's an anthropologist who studies the rainforest, the Amazon rainforest professionally. And his girlfriend and him go to make contact with a tribe for, at the beginning of the game, an unknown reason. You don't know why you're trying to make contact with this tribe. Then in the middle of the night, you get a notification from your girl, and she's basically just like, "Oh man, I need you. I need your help. Come save me," because she went down to go to where the tribe is, and so you think that she's in danger. So you rush out that way to go save her, and you get lost in the Amazon, and you have nothing. And so it is a quest to find where your girl is, where your girlfriend is, what happened. Like that night, like figure out what happened, and then also after you figure out what happened, there's something else that you need to do once you figure out what happened. But if I told you that, I'd spoil the entire game. And so I can't tell you that. But there's more than just the whole, like, I'm lost, I need to go find somebody plot. There's a reason you're here that you don't know about just yet. And so, anyway. All right, hang on. Let me see what Tangerine's saying. You know KCD? What? I'm not familiar with what you're referring to there. What up, Landon? Good to see you. Hey, Twitch chat is working today. Fantastic. Got that done. All right, I need a drink. I'm going to run downstairs and get myself something to drink real quick. Just going to take care of these leeches real fast. My frame rate's starting to have a little bit of issues, I think, because we have such a big build going on here. All right, so 2 seconds, everybody. Look, I love how my bow and arrow hasn't been working for the longest time. The 3S has better battery life but lower resolution. Okay. See, I like resolution because I stream and all of that stuff. Thanks for the follow, Indy. Appreciate that one. I'm getting a dubby. I'll be right back. All right. Get back to it. You know what's great about that Dubby drink? So I used to drink one of those NOS, like, energy drinks, like, every single day, right? And they have, like, 60, 55. Oh, you're out of here, King? Sounds good, man. You have a great rest of your day. They have, like, 55 grams of sugar in each one. And, nice. You have Twitch and YouTube. Fantastic, Landon. Well, welcome to YouTube. Yeah. So I'm no longer really drinking any sugar anymore, and that's awesome in my opinion. I'm gonna try to, like, thread this hole a little bit. That's fine, Landon. I typically, I'll be honest with you, I got my multi-chat working right now, and it's working pretty well, but typically it does not like my Twitch chat, so fair enough. No more Grounded? Oh yeah, no, we're playing Grounded again. We'll probably be back in Grounded on Thursday. I really need to do this, and I've been needing to do this for a very, very long time. But I need to set up an actual schedule of, like, what games I'm streaming and what days and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is I just haven't made the time to do something like that. So yeah, no, we'll get back into Grounded. It's one of my favorite survival games, and so I'd be a fool if I didn't get back into it. Top 3 survival games. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to go Green Hell. Green Hell has to be up there for me. DayZ, because DayZ is so intricate too. And then... Man, that third one, it's either going to be Project Zomboid or it's going to be Grounded. And I almost want to give it to Project Zomboid, because Project Zomboid is such a unique game that still holds so well in this year of 2025. Like, and so that's my opinion is, yeah. I would say Project Zomboid. I really want to try, Landon. I really want to check out Green Hell VR. We were just chatting about it in the TikTok chat not too long ago. It is a gorgeous looking experience. All right, so we've almost finished the wall here, or at least framing out the wall. Do I have a headset? So I do, but I don't. I have a PlayStation VR back when it was the PlayStation 4. And so I don't have a PlayStation 5. I've never bothered to get a 5 or like the latest Xbox. I'll probably end up getting the next Xbox because of what that is and the fact that I'll be able to use my Steam library like on Xbox. That to me is amazing. And I'll probably play a lot of games on console that I have there. Sounds good, Notification. You have a great rest of your day, man. 1 Grounded, 2 Zomboid, 3 The Forest. There you go. There you go. You know, if I were to pick between Sons of the Forest and The Forest, I would pick The Forest too. Because I think Sons of the Forest has the better base building mechanic, has like better functionality for a game. But Sons of the Forest had the better plot. Or excuse me, The Forest had the better plot, in my opinion. But yeah, Zomboid is, I don't know, the more I play that game, the more I fall in love with it. Because it's, when I first saw it, like, it did not look like anything. Like, it looked like trash, right? But then the more I played it, the more I was like, this is one of the best games I've ever seen. Project Zomboid is, the best way I can explain it to you is it is the ultimate survival simulator for the zombie apocalypse. Imagine a game where it's top down, isometric, right? And so like it's point and click kind of game, but you can interact with pretty much everything. There's thousands of moodlets. Like, it is the most robust zombie survival experience you'll ever have, in my opinion. I love that game. It's gorgeous. Where are the frogs in this game? You can never find them. Typically by water. You just have to head over to like a beach location, and that's where you're gonna find most of the frogs there. I have like one mustache hair that like keeps going into my mouth right now. It's super annoying. And so I don't think I'm gonna find any frogs up here, Landon, because of just where this location is. But yeah, that's where you're gonna find them. The forest is definitely scarier. Like, I mean, I've told this story dozens and dozens and dozens of times, but the first time I fought that little girl in the forest, and she like spawns in, and like, what's her name? Samantha? Is it Samantha? I think it's Samantha. I don't know. But either way, when she first spawns in, that was terrifying. Because I did a pacifist playthrough my first time going through the forest. I just kind of ran through just to check it out without any enemies on. They still make you fight that one boss. And so, yeah. In Green Hell, what are you surviving against? Everything. And I'm not trying to be facetious when I say that. I do truly mean everything. Everything wants to kill you in this game. But I guess the main things are, there's Pumas, there's Jaguars, there's, like, they're called caimans, but they're crocodiles, or I guess alligators, so more closely to alligator, I think. And then also there's, like, enemy tribals and other things like that. So there's a lot of different enemies inside of Green Hell here. Oh yeah, the fact that you don't have a 12 gauge and you have to do the entire game with like a bow and arrow and axe. Yeah, that makes the forest a lot more difficult, that's for sure. But yeah, no, it is probably the more terrifying to do. I laughed my way through a lot of Sons of the Forest. Like, I know I probably shouldn't have, but I definitely laughed my way through Sons of the Forest. That is such a comical game. That last boss fight, like, without giving any spoilers to anybody who hasn't played it, because try to not do that. But that last boss fight against Giano, when he's mutated and stuff, like, Oh my god, that is one of the funniest things in the world when he just comes sprinting at you. Just, what did you say inside of the cube? Like, oh my god, I laughed so hard when I first saw that. All right, anyway, onward. Back to what we're working on here. The forest was just a better experience for you. You did it with friends. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I think that that Sons of the Forest, the co-op, is a little bit lacking, and it makes that game even more comical. But still, good game. I love Sons of the Forest. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic game. Some of our best content is on Sons of the Forest, so I love it. But yeah, there's some funny moments in that one. Definitely some funny ones in there. Trying to find a different location, like a different source of logs here. Here we go. A great source of logs. Love it. Look at all these right here. You know what's unfortunate is I just saw this coconut, and I'm still trying to fill up one of my bins. So we're gonna cut ourselves short here and only bring back one side of these and a bunch more coconuts. So this one has the coconuts on it. So they'll fall after I do that. There we go. Could have also just shot him with an arrow, but I figure if we need the wood too, we might as well. But so, because of that, because I'm wasting space to fill up those coconuts, I'm going to go on a little coconut hunt to try to just get a couple more, you know? Like, I don't think I'm going to find any more, but just to see if we can get a couple more. And then I need a single log here. There we go. Love this axe, but it just takes forever to break stuff down. Need to get my obsidian axe again. All right, so there's only three, maybe 4 locations to check for up by the airport for coconuts, and so that was one. We just checked all of those trees, and we got one set. The other set's over by the front here. I do want to get a copy of Rust one of these days too. It's been on my wish list for the longest time. I've just never really bought it or gone forward with it. Yeah, that looks like a fun game. And like, I know the community sucks, and I have no problem saying that out loud directly, that the community for Rust sucks. But I think I'm willing to go through that pain just to play Rust a little bit. Just looks like a fun game. I love the sled because it like goes through the ground of the map a lot. Alright. There are arrows back here. A couple more coconuts. Anything I don't like about the forest was the same map every time you played a lot. You know what? But no matter how many times I've been on that map, I still get lost trying to find Cave 1, so that way I can get the map and not get lost anymore. Like, and I know that that's kind of sad to admit, but yeah, I get lost in the forest every single time that I play a new playthrough. I just get lost. Like, just, that's it. I'm gonna play. Okay, I'm playing the forest. Time to get lost for a while. Like, that's just how it is. So I know that I'm going really slow right now, but I'm just checking a couple of these palm trees. Yeah, see, that's a coconut tree right there. And I want to get these coconuts so that way we can finish filling up that rack. I don't know if I've ever filled up one of those with 50 coconuts, but I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for it. So you might as well, right? But yeah, no. If I ever get a VR headset, the first game I'm downloading is Green Hell VR. It's just one of those games where it's like, this was what VR was designed for. Was a hardcore survival game like this. Personal opinion, of course. I don't think I've ever been up there before. Hang on. Let's move this out of harm's way so it doesn't like go through the map or anything crazy like that. Good enough. But I want to go up here. Ooh, fruit. Yummy. Yeah, get some free energy off of that. I don't think I've ever gone over this. Interesting. Doubt there's anything up here. Let's check for some coconuts. Yeah. Nothing really up here, but kind of a cool little spot. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go the same way we came, because Jake is very squishy, and every single time that I drop off of a surface that's just slightly taller, I get really hurt. So I don't want to deal with that. Free banana. Alright. Back to what we were working on here. Getting this sled back to the base. We're going the long way around, so we're almost back at the climbing spot. So there's the climbing spot to get down, and then this is where I just was getting a bunch of sticks. So went full circle here. Just one more spot that we'll go check. Actually, two more spots that we'll go check for coconuts. Once I get this one filled up, though, that's going to be kind of cool. Again, I don't think I've ever gotten the coconuts filled up. Alright, so those still haven't regrown. Coconuts right there. But of course, there's an anthill literally right here, too. See if we can do this without getting this anteater on us. Gee, guys, not today, but I don't know if you're a part of our Minecraft server, but we have a Base Legend Minecraft server, and anybody is welcome to join that. And typically, now that I got it back online today, typically, oh, that sucks. Gonna have to like risk getting hurt to get a couple of these. Come on. Yeah, I want my arrow. But yeah, you don't have PC? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry, buddy. We actually, it was originally going to be a Bedrock and Java server, but they haven't finished updating the to the latest version with that geyser plugin, and so it wasn't working properly, so our server was down for a few days. Alright, so there's one location left to check, and I'm going to do it on foot, as opposed to bringing that with me. Nope, nothing back here. So there's just like that one and like a couple others. And so you still have to check here every once in a while too. But these haven't regrown in a long time, actually. Alright, backwards. Or back to this. Go put these coconuts away. When is today's stream done? What time is it? Probably like 30, 40 minutes or so. Alright, so yeah. Nice. We're about halfway done with these coconuts. Still have a lot to do with them, but... Oh yeah, I'm hungry, right? Yeah, let's eat something. Maybe I was also, I do want to go like hang out with my wife and kid and stuff like that. because it's super weird to I still like, it's been a year and stuff like that, but it's still weird for me to explain this to people just in general. But I treat streaming like a job, and so like my day starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, like 5:30, and then I work straight through until about like 4:30 when I stop streaming, and then I call it for the day. And so maybe another time, G guys, but if you're on Discord, I highly recommend you joining our Discord, because that's the easiest way to sync up times to play games with me. And plus, I owe a couple other people some streams first before we can kind of get into it. But either way, we'll make it happen. I try to make it happen at least. Okay. All right, so there we go. All those coconuts have been deposited. Now we only need 15 more to finish filling that out. That's still so many damn coconuts. All right, next up. This one right here. All right, so this should be our last connection here. That's fair, and I respect your mom for saying that it's unsafe. Discord can be a very unsafe platform, and so I respect parents that are trying to protect their kids. And I say that because, like, I have kids, and eventually I'm going to be telling them the same stuff. See, Discord is one thing. There's, what's the other one that, like, my kids will never play? Roblox. That's the game that my kids will never play. At least until they understand some stuff about, like, internet safety and all that. Alright, here's a little decent collection. Oh yeah, Roblox is... That one is actually... it's even more nefarious than Discord. Which I know sounds weird, because Roblox is straight up a kid's game. But yeah, people will find a way to ruin everything, and that's definitely one that they've ruined. What about Grand Theft Auto? To be honest with you, like, I'm one of those people who, like, I believe in protecting some eyes from certain content. And so when it comes to certain games, like, I don't want my kids playing some of the games that I'm playing until they at least understand the subject matter. Like, when I was a kid, and I mean kid, and I was playing games like Silent Hill and, like, Resident Evil and Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, my parents didn't care what I was playing. Some of that stuff emotionally damaged me. They didn't care. And so, yeah, no, I definitely, I think that the older I get, the more I appreciate stuff like that, because young minds are very, very impressionable, and when you're a young mind, you don't realize how impressionable you actually are, but then you get impressioned or whatever, and yeah, you've gone too far. You know, you can't come back from it. Pandora doesn't go back into the box. What up, Pickney? How you doing? Hope you're having a great Monday here. I'm not laughing at you, but that's kind of a funny situation and story. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That was like me. I was like 12 when I played Silent Hill 2 for the first time. I did not sleep for a week, and I questioned everything about my life after that one. But yeah, definitely understand where you're coming from. You broke your arm the other day. That sucks. Man, what is with everybody coming into the stream injured today? We had Taylor coming in saying that he was sick. Somebody else said that they were sick. Pickney's coming in with a broken arm now. Stop getting injured, people. Like, take care of yourselves. I hope it wasn't anything serious. I hope that you're doing okay, and that yeah, that's really unfortunate. Did you guys know that you could break stumps? Yeah, they turn into a bunch of sticks when you break a stump. But yeah, that's something that that I didn't know that you could do in this game for the longest time. But if you ever need sticks and you don't want to chop down a tree, hit a stump. You're injured, but you got your braces. That's awesome, dude. That is fantastic. I was one of those weirdos in school who, like, loved my braces. Like I would show off all my new colors constantly and stuff like that. Oh, added possess. That's just silliness. That's just silliness. People who buy views. Psh, lame. You're not injured? Good. Stay that way, 17. Don't break something when you get home. That's not a good idea.
Shit.
Seriously? That sounds terrible. Alright, I've chopped down enough. There's one. Long stick. Now we just need a big old rock. There's a big old rock. Alright, craft. 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 There you go. That's the dad humor I'm here for. I appreciate that. Oh man. I used to hate dad jokes because my dad would say them constantly when I was growing up, and it was annoying because my dad's kind of annoying. I should mention I don't have a good relationship with my parents, but either way, and so then I became a dad, and I've kind of relaxed a little bit more. What up, gaming dad? We're talking dads today. How you doing? All right, let's head over this way, see if we can get some more stuff. Dad jokes are peak. They're pretty good. There are some pretty good ones out there, you know. There's also some that like make you really angry at the person sharing them. But yeah, no, it's some fun stuff to be had. That's for sure. They're awesome. I used to have a bunch of good dad jokes, like a bunch of really good dad jokes ready to go, and then I think I annoyed one too many people with them. Been good, man. Definitely been good. Yeah, maybe we'll see. It's kind of unfortunate, but when you become a parent yourself, there are some people that you don't want around your kids, and sometimes those are members of your own family. And so, yeah, it's more about just kind of, what's a good way of putting this? It's more about doing the right thing by my kids as opposed to, oh man, family relationship, that type of thing. But anyway, Pickney broken arm. That's why they're only typing with one hand. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's the worst when you're playing a game like Minecraft and like your base is just destroyed or something like that. That's what I was. We had a couple of thieves on our server not too long ago, and they were raiding bases and stealing like valuable loot and stuff. And so I basically threatened them. I was just like, guys, I'm the admin. I can see you. Like, I can see your coordinates anytime you log in. Either return the stuff, or I'm just gonna spawn TNT over your base location and just bury it. And then they haven't logged in since. So there you go. Alright, so that's as far as we've done on the wall so far. We finished the whole frame, and then this right here is as much as you can do with one cart. So, off to go chop more logs. You had logs? I did have logs. I had a lot of logs. We're adding, I'm putting on a security plugin, and then also a backpack plugin, so that way people can just basically travel with their inventories. Yeah, we're trying to mod it with a little bit more security there. Do every other still works just as efficient? That's not a bad idea. I didn't have to actually do it. I was pretty happy about that. They ended up removing themselves from the community. Like, it's funny, you tell people, like, yeah, we're gonna do Wild West rules, which means that, like, it's pretty lawless, right? I'm not gonna say any rules. And then what happened is people were stealing from each other. So I came over there, and I basically spawned myself to them, and I was just like, guys, you gotta stop this stuff. They're like, but you said it was Wild West rules, and I was like, yeah, well, what happens in the Wild West when they caught, like, thieves? They would get hung. They would get shot. Like, just because something is lawless does not mean that people will not self-regulate. I'll have to check in some land claiming stuff, because, like, I have a base in on our server, And like I don't want to lose my base or anything like that. But anyway, it's all good. I'm excited to announce the base building contest tomorrow. Gonna do our spring base building. Since you guys are on stream today, I'll give you guys a little sneak preview. It looks like we're gonna be doing floating fortresses, which means that you can pick any game, you can use any mod, right? Like you can do whatever you want, but you cannot build on the ground. Like you have to build on water, you have to build on air, you have to suspend your base on a rope bridge, like whatever, just don't build it on the ground. Can I add you to the server, or... I mean, to be honest with you, I typically, I don't play Minecraft too frequently. You can definitely add me to your server, or like shoot me a message with your IP address and stuff like that, and like I'll pop in from time to time. But to be honest with you, my schedule is so jam-packed. Like I can't even remember the last time I got to play a video game for myself, like just to enjoy it. Hang on, I phrased that very, very terribly. 2 nights ago was the first time in probably a month that I was able to actually sit down and play a video game for myself. And so we'll see. I'll try to get in there, G guys. Shoot me a message on TikTok here with the server IP or whatever, the login information, and I'll try to pop in from time to time. You got a great idea for your base? I'm excited, man. That's exciting. I'm either gonna do a Minecraft build because my base, they don't count, right? So I'm either gonna do a Minecraft build or I'm gonna do Green Hell. And if I do Green Hell, as you guys can see, oh my god, is it going to take me forever to do a Green Hell floating base. But you can do floating platforms in Green Hell, and so I kind of really want to do that. That's true. Yeah, it is so much better with more people picnicking. Like, there were a couple times that we had a blast in the Minecraft server when, like, we first got into it. It's died down since then, so like it's been on my mind to do more streams inside of Minecraft, make more content around Minecraft. I have a really funny idea for a short that I just haven't gotten around to filming. Hello, how's it going? What text is that? Is that Cyrillic? Is that the name of that? So that means a Slavic country. So greetings from where? Where are you from? You had a big world with your ex? When you guys broke up, did you keep the world or did you split it in half? Not trying to be rude or anything, Pickney, but sorry, just trying to make a bad joke. See, I'm bad at making jokes. All right, let's take a shower, get some sleep here. You did? That's awesome. That makes me happy. There we go. Look at that. I hear footsteps. I would like to see what's walking through my base. Okay, it's just a pig. Just a pig. No worries on that one. Alright, heading on this way. Let's crash out for the night. This is gonna be probably what the next stream is gonna be too. Is just base building. Oh man, I didn't see your heart there, Gaming Dad. That's mighty kind of you. I just looked over and I saw that. I looked up. Appreciate that. That's super kind of you. Let me go ahead and keep going here. This is probably, just so you guys know, this is probably gonna be the next several streams. Is me just kind of building out this wall. Actually, I shouldn't say several. This will at least be one more stream. Just because of how far I'm having to travel to go to vlogs now. But this is probably one of the best things that you can do when you're base building, because even though I'm only like halfway through the base, I'm tired of getting attacked by Pumas. I just walked right over a bird eater. Like, sorry, that registered really late. There's 2 spiders here. Check this out. I've never seen 2 spiders spawn. But so you got the bird eater down there, and then you got a Brazilian wandering spider up here. That's crazy. Alright, take out this bird eater first. and then get this wander. I don't like leaving the spiders alive in this game because like you walk over them because all the spiders are brown. Man, I can't see this one through this plant. Come on, I don't want to get bit. Sounds good, Pickney. You have a great rest of your day. Mighty kind of you to hang out. Whoa, where are you coming from, Puma? Damn, dude. Came out of nowhere. I think I got hit by that one. Oh, wait, no, that's just leeches. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we didn't die. Or we didn't get hit that hard. Take that. That one actually like made me jump a little bit. Was not expecting that Puma. Still going back for this wandering spider. Yeah, let me just consolidate some of this down a little bit. Oh, so now the spider's gone? What? Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Okay, whatever. Not a big deal. Gonna keep moving on. Yay, looks like some of these have started respawning. Oh, that's annoying. Just reached a point where my inventory is actually full up a little bit. Ooh, ditch all this rotten meat or food. Guess I don't need to be carrying some of this stuff too. Yeah, ditch these dry leaves. Don't need bone needles and fish bones. Actually, you know what? Let me keep the bone needle. And then I'll ditch the fish bones. Yeah, there we go. That's cleaner. That's looking much better. It takes forever, but once you get that big axe up to its max skill, like things get so much easier in this game in terms of base building. Alright, this is just too annoying right now, so let me go ahead and run on back and ditch. Oh, did we find that spider? There he is. Yeah, through the plant. Alright, so let's just ditch this meat real fast. As much as I want to just drop stuff like that on the ground. There's a better place for it. Right here. I feel like every single time I open that box, I need to explain it. In this game, if you get infected, you have to get rid of the infected flesh. Like, you have to remove the infected flesh, and there's no way to do that aside from letting leeches, or not leeches, maggots, eat the dead infected flesh. And so I take that meat, and I put it inside of a chest, and I let it decompose, and it's called a maggot farm, because every single one of those pieces of meat has basically a thing of maggots inside of it now. So if I ever get infected, I just run over to my maggot farm and make a bunch of it. Do you think I could add you and then message you? 2 seconds. 2 seconds here. One message request. There you go, bud. There you go. Okay. Let's head on over here. For a second, I was like, what is that sound that's happening? Like, what is going on? There's a trash truck outside picking up the trash cans. That's not inside of the game, Kevin. That's outside of the game. So eventually this axe reaches a point where it's a two-handed, it's a two-hit to take down a tree. At least I'm pretty sure it reaches that point. Might be thinking of a different game. But, so that's why I try to use this thing so early on. It's a really good weapon. Yeah, no, I got you, G guys. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I just saw the message come in. So yeah, we should be good to go. I'll pop on from time to time. Fair warning, I'm garbage when it comes to Minecraft. Like, I am not that good. Still don't understand like half of the components and stuff like that. Which ironically, that's what our upcoming short that I've been meaning to film is about. About being a brand new Minecraft player in a sea of like veterans. Didn't want to wait for another log. That was kind of weird. Don't know exactly what happened there. Alright, last tree of this run. And then we're onward. Moving onward. What's my username? I'm pretty sure it's just Base Legend. Or wait, no, actually for Minecraft. Yeesh. I have it through the Microsoft Store. So I actually have to check it real fast. Hang on. It's like Rampant Scroll or something like that. It's a really weird Microsoft generated username. It's better than my other one. I used to have one and I got it when I was like 12 and I got my first Xbox. And I had a randomly assigned one that was Upright Acorn. Something like that. Hang on, I'll be able to tell you in just a minute here. Let's get back into this base. Mute this for a sec. Oh man, looks like it's taking a few seconds here to launch the launcher. Oh well. Oh well. Hang on. I know there's lag, guys. I know there's lag. 2 seconds. I'll shoot it to you. Yeah, it looks like this is kind of being a little bit of a pain. I'll shoot you a message after this stream, and I'll give you my username. But yeah, launching 2 games on the live stream isn't exactly a wise idea. Making progress though. I love adding the wall in Green Hell because the wall it feels so complete. Like it makes the base really complete when you put the palisades on it. And you know how I feel about that. I don't know. Alright. So I'm thinking one more supply run. And then I'm going to call it for this stream. One more supply run and drop off. And then I'm going to call it. Head over here where we haven't gotten trees all stream. Get all of these. I think next time I actually might have to do a little bit of like cave exploring. Go back and get, what's it called? Why am I blanking on words today? Obsidian. That's the word that I'm looking for. Go back and get a bunch of obsidian. Be great if there were more palm trees around here. And it would also be great if palm trees respawned a lot faster than they do in this game. Like it takes, I think, 15 some odd days for a regular tree to spawn that, but then it takes like 20 or 30 days for a palm tree. It's some like ridiculously high number that makes it almost not worthwhile chopping down palm trees, but personally I feel like it's always worth it. That's also something that I'm pretty excited to do, is plant bamboo up here, because there's no bamboo. Yeah, did I just hear a coconut falling? I don't see any palm trees over here though. That's weird. Could have sworn I just heard a coconut fall. But anyway, yeah, so I think I need to go get some more obsidian next time around. Get these while we're at it. Nope, don't need them. So tomorrow we're back in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Got Twitch drops for you guys. So for Noway's hideout, the base, if you watch tomorrow's stream for an hour, you get a Twitch drop for this like gold statue to go inside of Noway's hideout. It looks legit too, like it looks really cool. And so to be honest with you, I'm more excited for this Twitch reward than I am for the like headband and like the outfit and stuff like that we got for the other Twitch drops. And then we'll see how far I take Assassin's Creed Shadows. We get moderate good visibility on it, but we'll see how far I take with that one, because I know it's not a base building game. I want to build out that hideout though. Slowly making it happen. Gonna head on up to the third floor in just a couple minutes when we go to call the stream. Check out all of our progress here. And then on top of the residential, I am gonna make it to where the residential goes up like 1 extra, so that way you can kind of. Hang on, sorry. I thought I heard a tribal, but I did not. Did not hear a tribal. But yeah, so on that one, the far one, the residential, that's going to go up to a top level. And so you'll be able to stand on top of that roof. And then it's going to be crazy, but I'm going to try to connect all 3 or 4 of these structures together using rope bridges. And that's going to be a very, very difficult moment. But here, let's head on up to the top. It's coming together. It's coming together. A lot of progress made today. A lot more progress will be made next time. Loving the wall coming in. It's really nice. But yeah, this is a big one. This is the biggest green hell base that we've ever done. Pretty happy about it. Like it's coming together really nicely. God, I love the sound of the rain on your roofs in this. One thing, this is my biggest complaint about green hell, right? So I'm inside. It's raining right now. Okay, I'm inside. This is 3 stories. Okay, so there's like multiple roofs. There are water droplets hitting the ground inside. And it's one of my biggest complaints about like detail attention in green hell. This and the black caimans, when you shoot them in the head, their necks get really elongated. But like those are, it's just, I don't know, that detail has always irked me. It's not that hard to put collision on rain and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. That's gonna do it for this this episode of Base Legend. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow we're gonna be inside of Assassin's Creed Shadows, as I've mentioned, and then inside of Thursday we're in Grounded. And then Wednesday I'm off. That's a J day. So Jay's probably going to do a loft, or I think he might do an affiliate stream. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm off Wednesday. Tomorrow we're doing Assassin's Creed, off on Wednesday. And then on Thursday I'm doing some more Grounded. Saturday we might actually do a special stream, co-op stream with some of our other members here, to play a game called Drunk Builder Simulator. Really excited about checking that one out. And then on Sunday, I think might do some Project Zomboid. And so there's the rest of the week for you guys. All right, everybody, that'll do it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me today. My name's Kevin. This is Base Legend. And if you're a fan of building bases and games, this is a channel you probably want to subscribe to. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, guys.